So if you're thinking about moving to Wilmington, North Carolina, but you're still not sure which neighborhood's best for you, you're in the right place. Today I'm going to cover another one of Wilmington's amazing neighborhoods. We'll take a look at the pros and the cons of that area. I'll also go into detail on some things, and I hope will help you decide if this area is worth exploring further. Then we'll get outside, take a drive, and I'll show you some of the neighborhood. Let's get started. My name's Ryan Smith. This city's been a part of my life for almost 3 decades. I'm a real estate agent, an investor, and a huge fan of Wilmington. And I talk to people every day just like you looking for some help in moving to Wilmington. So whether you're moving this month or next year, reach out anytime. I'd be happy to help make you move to Wilmington as smooth as possible. So today, I want to share with you the neighborhood of Marymount. If you're looking for low maintenance, high-end amenities, and an ultra-convenient location, this might be the perfect fit for you. But first I want to talk about location before we get into too much detail, because as I've mentioned in the past, I mean, even if you find a great house, a great neighborhood, if that area ultimately doesn't help in your day-to-day activities and doesn't speak to your everyday lifestyle, ultimately you're going to be disappointed with your decision and you'll be right back where you started from. So let's hop into the maps. I want to show you exactly where we are and then point out some of the areas that will be important to you if you choose to move here. All right, here we are in the map. I just want to point out a couple of major things here. The red dotted line, which is now blue, is the northern edge of the Wilmington city limits, and Marymount is roughly right about here. It's not a big place, but 110 residences there. And as you can see, it's in the suburb of Bayshore. Bayshore incorporates a large area right in here, but it's also one of the most sought after suburbs of Wilmington. So your entrance into that is right off of Market Street, right here, and just one quick turn off of that. Also, downtown Wilmington is right here, 20 to 25 minute drive, depending on traffic, and Wrightsville Beach, 15 to 20 minutes, again, traffic depending. A lot of your higher end shopping, Mayfair right here is 12, maybe 15 minutes when traffic's heavier. Movie theater, a number of shops, stores, and retailers in that Mayfair shopping center. And that's worth checking out if you're considering being in this area. Also, one of the things that makes this a big win, in my opinion, whether it's Marsh Oaks or the whole Bayshore communities really, but especially Marymount, is right here. This section right here is only 0.4 miles away at its furthest point, and you've got 3 major grocery stores, a Walmart, Lowe's Home Improvement, Walgreens Pharmacy, and about 15 eateries, from just fast food up to some finer dining restaurants, literally all within 5-minute drive. So you barely have to leave the house. Actually, there's also an Aldi grocery store, which actually is within the on this side of right here. So you don't even have to leave the Marsh Oaks or Marymount community to get to it. So you actually will see people taking their golf carts to the grocery store, which I think is really neat. Also, I love to get outside, get to the parks and so forth with the family. And within 10 minutes, you've got Ogden Park here, Smith Creek Park here. 14 to 16 minutes away, you've got another park, Olson Park, which is right up in this area. Pages Creek Preserve is 9 minutes away. And then 8 minutes away is Poplar Grove Plantation. These are all awesome, safe parks, plenty of parking, and a really great, fun way to get outside, biking, walking, running, whatever it may be. Okay, let's hop back out and get into some of those details. So let's talk about some of those pros of the Marymount community. First and foremost, location. Obviously, I alluded to that during the map section of the video. I think it's perfectly located. If you don't need to be directly downtown, in the heart of downtown, or you don't need to be or don't want to be right on Wrightsville Beach, it is well situated between the two. It's a short drive between those two areas to get to without actually being caught up in the traffic typically that those areas present. Safety is a big one. This area is considered a very low crime and safe area of New Hanover County. I think from a walkability perspective, and this is a huge plus for this area. Marymount itself is a sidewalked community, which is beautifully maintained by the HOA, but it's also connected to the communities of the Bayshore and Marshall communities, which are also very walkable, very safe, not a lot of through traffic in there. And those are some of the big pluses that I think really make this place stand out. It's close to that major Market Street roadway, but it's also tucked away just enough where you really feel like you're secluded, and you are in a much more quiet atmosphere once you get back here, while still having those amenities close at hand. As far as the cons go, nothing really strikes me as being ultimately a big con or a big negative for the Marymount community. I think you have to consider the obvious. If this is not a style of home that you want, or the location, if it's not the location that you can or you want to be in, then obviously those things would make this not potentially a good fit for you. It's worth noting that that section of Market Street that we drive out on from here is particularly busy and is often congested, or is always congested during the typical commuting hours. But one of the reasons, one of the things that's actually causing that congestion is some of the highway projects that are underway right now. And from all reports that we hear right now, those will be wrapped up shortly. So that's actually going to help reduce commute times. It's going to reduce volume on the roadways through this section here, and only make it all the better. But outside of that, I can't think of any big negatives worth noting. So with that, let's get outside. I want to show you the neighborhood a little bit. I'll talk a little bit more about the style of houses, square footage, price per square foot, and things of that nature before we wrap it up. Here we are at one of the two entrances into Marymount. The clubhouse and pool and tennis courts are just across the street. Well-maintained yards here, sidewalks throughout, as I mentioned. Most of these homes are owner-occupied, so it's a tight-knit community. Most people know their neighbors. And we're looking here at the townhomes or the patio homes. Most of these are 3-bedroom, 3-bath, about 1,250 to 1,350 square feet. Most of these were built in 1999 to 2000. Similar styles throughout. All these have a 1 or 2 car garage. And then these are the standalone single-family homes. 1,600 to 1,700 square feet, also 3-bedroom, 3-bath, built at the same time period, all the same sidewalks, and also, a 2 to 4 minute walk to the clubhouse right from where we are now. So that wraps up our look at the Marymount community here in Wilmington, North Carolina. I hope that answered a few of your questions and perhaps presented even a few more. If you do have any questions or concerns at all, reach out anytime. I'd love to hear from you. Call, text, or email, and I'd be happy to help with any properties related to this Marymount community or anything else in the Wilmington area. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.